Today we're going to be covering the personal pronouns and how they make your speaking in Greek 10 times easier. A few words about me. My name is Yorgos. I am a Greek teacher and I have a Greek learning community with over 700 students. And our mission is to make Greek learning fun through conversation, connection, and community as well. So let's get started. I'm sure you've heard before the term pronouns, but what is it? In short, pronouns are words that we use to refer to a person or a thing without actually using their name. For example, I can say, my cat is beautiful, but instead I can use a pronoun and I can say, she is beautiful, because we know I'm referring to my cat. In Greek, we refer to pronouns as adonymies. The first part of the word is adi, and that can be translated as instead, and the second part of the word is onoma, and that means the name. So quite literally in Greek, adonymies are words that we use instead of the name. Adi onoma, adonymies. Today specifically, we're going to see the personal pronouns, but for the nominative case. For example, I, you, he, she, it, we, you plural, and they. And in Greek, I like to teach them with the verb to be, which is the verb είμαι in Greek. So let's see it together. So starting out with the singular, we have first I am. Εγώ είμαι, εγώ is I, είμαι I am. Moving on, εσύ είσαι. Εσύ is our pronoun, you, and είσαι is you are. Then moving on to he, she, it. And in Greek, these are αυτός for he, αυτή for she, and αυτό for it. And our verb is είναι, is. So if we want to say she is, we would say αυτή είναι. If we want to say he is, we would say αυτός είναι. If we want to say it is, we would say αυτό είναι. Moving on in the plural, we have we, you, and they. So first off, we are would be εμείς είμαστε. Εμείς is our we, just we. Είμαστε is we are. Then we have εσείς είστε, and that means you are plural or formal. Εσείς is our you, plural or formal, and είστε is our you are. And again, small reminder, you can use just the verbs individually. For example, είστε, and I know that you are saying you are, or είμαστε, and I know that you are saying we are, but you don't use the pronouns individually in the sentence. You always need a verb. So never εμείς on its own, because it just means we. And lastly, we have αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά, είναι, and that means they are. And in Greek, we have three forms of they, like we have three forms for he, she, it. So a good way to remember αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά is to remember it as the plural version of he, she, it. The plural of he, αυτός, is αυτοί, they. The plural of she, αυτή, is αυτές, they again. The plural of it, αυτό, is αυτά, they again. That's because in Greek we have three different genders. Not only for people, like you do in English, he, she, it, but also for things. In Greek there's things that are masculine, things that are feminine, and things that are neuter. A very useful note here is that είναι is exactly the same as our είναι in the he, she, it. Αυτός, αυτή, αυτό είναι, but also αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά είναι. Let's make some examples. Εγώ είμαι εδώ. That means I am here. And if you want to cut it short without including the pronoun, you would say είμαι εδώ. And that still means I am here. Another example would be αυτή είναι η αδερφή μου. And that would be she is my sister. And again, to cut it short, you can say είναι η αδερφή μου. And that still means she is my sister. And a few examples with αυτοί, αυτές, αυτά, which is they, would be if I was referring to some people and I wanted to say that they are far, I would say αυτοί είναι μακριά. And I would use αυτοί because in Greek, people, ο άνθρωπος, is a masculine word. So that's why I would go for the masculine they. Another example would be if I was referring to potatoes and I wanted to say that they are tasty, I would say αυτές είναι νόστιμες, meaning they are tasty. And that's because η πατάτα is a feminine word. So I would go for the they feminine to represent it. And lastly, if I was referring to trees and I wanted to say that the trees are far, I would say αυτά είναι μακριά. And that's because το δέντρο, which is the tree, in Greek, it's a neuter word. So I would go here for the neuter they, αυτά. So these were the personal pronouns in Greek in one of their forms, because sometimes they come also in different types of forms, which I'm going to explain in another video. If you want to know more about Greek, you can join my free Greek learning community where we teach you how to speak Greek with confidence, not just study it. We teach you how to understand locals when they talk. We teach you how to travel to Greece without using Google Translate, and also, of course, to connect with Greeks in their language. If you want to join, you can click the link in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.